The four of you stand at the threshold of the quantum nexus, a place where time and space fold into a delicate and vibrant tapestry. The room before you is a riot of fluctuating lights and shadowy echoes, each corner revealing a potential pathway into different timelines and dimensions. To your left, a portal shimmers with hues of azure and emerald, its surface rippling like water disturbed by an unseen force. Ahead, a jagged doorway opens into a labyrinthine corridor, pulsing with a crimson glow that casts sinister shadows along the walls. To your right, an ethereal stairway of shimmering particles ascends into a bright, almost blinding light that promises the unknown. As you gaze at each option, an eerie whisper floats through the air, words barely audible but carrying the weight of cosmic import. Every step you take here ripples through the quantum veil. Choose wisely. What do you do?
I stride forward, flames flickering in my eyes, and aim a fireball at the shimmering particles of the ethereal stairway. Let's see what happens when we light up the unknown.
I grunt and shield my eyes from the blazing light. Pyra, hold your flames. Let's clear the path ahead first. With my shield raised, I start cautiously advancing toward the jagged doorway, ready to intercept any threat.
With a mischievous grin, I slip to the left and silently approach the azure and emerald portal. Time for a little scouting mission, I whisper, dipping through the portal before anyone can object.
I glance at the departing wisp and whisper a haunting prayer to Kelemver. May you dodge the spectral hands of fate. I then move to the jagged doorway with Thoradin, casting protection from evil and good as a shield against the sinister shadows.
A low hum intensifies as your choices ripple across the quantum nexus. Suddenly, from each pathway, Thoradin and Seraph, shadowy predators, dart from the crimson walls of the jagged corridor, snarling with fangs dripping in inky darkness. One leaps at Thoradin. Meanwhile, Pyra's fireball causes the ethereal stairway to flare and ripple violently. From the disturbance, glimmering entities, light-born apparitions descend, hissing with energy. They converge on Pyra, intent on extinguishing her flame. As Wisp slips through the azure and emerald portal, they find themselves in a tranquil glade. Until, in an instant, the glade warps into a nightmarish landscape, and spectral forms coalesce, whispering maddening truths a la Lovecraft. Roll initiative. Thoradin reacts first, and with a mighty swing of your warhammer, you crush a shadowy predator into a puff of darkness. Pyra.
I conjure a wall of swirling flames around me, hoping to scorch the light-born apparitions while laughing maniacally. Come closer! Let's make things a little hotter.
I turn to the next snarling shadow coming at me, shield raised and warhammer ready, and shout, "Seraph, watch your flank!" before slamming the warhammer down onto the enemy with all my might.
I quickly dart behind the nearest spectral form, aiming for a weak spot as I plunge my dagger into its ghostly essence. Say hello to a little mischief!
With a chilling grin, I murmur, even shadows meet their ends, and cast Turn Undead to repel the shadowy predators, causing them to flee from our sanctified presence.
Suddenly, the jagged corridor erupts into a storm of chaos. Thoradin's warhammer crashes down with earth-shaking force, shattering the charging shadow into a cloud of swirling black mist. The remaining shadowy predators, sensing Seraph's divine aura, recoil. Seraph raises his symbol high, and with a pulse of holy light, the shadows dissolve into nothingness, leaving the air eerily still. In the reality of light, Pyra's wall of flames spirals around her, scorching the descending apparitions. They sizzle, their light dimming until they burst into sparks, snuffed out by her searing blaze. The triumphant laughter echoes through the nexus. In the warped glade, Wisp's dagger strikes true, piercing the spectral form. It howls and crumbles into ethereal dust as madness itself seems to retreat before the skilled rogue's prowess. The room falls silent. The whispers die down, leaving only the hum of the quantum nexus.
I extinguish my wall of flames and look around at the smoldering remains with a satisfied smirk. Now, which path shall we set ablaze next?
I grunt in satisfaction at the dissipating shadows, surveying the room for any lingering threats. Seraph, let's push forward and clear this corridor. No telling what's lurking deeper in this blasted place. With my shield raised high and warhammer ready, I start marching into the jagged doorway, eyes darting for any signs of danger.
I tighten my grip on the dagger and raise an eyebrow at the twisting chaos around me. Always thought reality was a bit too solid. I quickly scout the warped glade for anything of value or clues to the Nexus's secrets.
I follow closely behind Thoradin, my eyes scanning the shadows. Raising my holy symbol, I murmur, "In Kelemvor's name, reveal the hidden and unmask the unknown," and cast Detect Magic to uncover any arcane traps or concealed threats ahead.